What's up guys, Tobiias here and welcome to, as you can tell by the title today, we are going with a little bit of FIFA 15 news. If you didn't know, 2 years ago when I first started my channel, I actually first off started making news videos for FIFA 13. So today I'm going to be bringing you some new news. Some of you may have already seen it be announced by EA on Twitter, but as of FIFA 15, every single Premier League club are going to have their stadium in the game, which is absolutely awesome because considering last year there were only 8 Premier League stadiums in the game, which caused a lot of people to be rather upset if their team weren't in there. So you had the likes of Tottenham were in there last year, you had the likes of Newcastle. But anyway, let's have a look at the stadiums that are going to be in this year's FIFA 15, which is absolutely awesome. First up, it is Anfield. Nothing really new there. They were in FIFA 14. Once again, they are going to be in FIFA 15. Next up then, we do have Upton Park. West Ham fans are going to be pleased. They are going to be seeing their stadium in there. The 35,000 capacity stadium is in there. And it is actually told by EA this year they have been allowed to send professional photographers to each and every stadium, and they have taken photos at every single stadium, and they have been able to build their game off it, which is absolutely awesome. Look at the Emirates. I think that looks absolutely astonishing. There are only 2 stadiums which you're going to be seeing here. As you can see, the Etihad, where the photos are actually taken outside of the stadium, which doesn't really give you a perspective of how it's going to look in the game, but nonetheless it looks absolutely terrific from the outside. From here then you can see Goodison Park's going to be in there. Everton fans are going to be pleased with that. The 40,000 capacity stadium is going to be in there. As well as that, then you also have some of the new stadiums, this from the new teams which have been promoted into the Premier League. This isn't one of them. You've got the KC Stadium, which is of course Hull City. We're going to be, in fact this is a new one, here we are, Leicester City, King Power Stadium. They are newly promoted into the Premier League, and straight off they've got their stadium into FIFA, which is absolutely phenomenal on their behalf. Next up we have the Liberty Stadium, which is Swansea of course. They aren't new to the Premier League, but they have got, that is the first time ever I believe it is, that they have had their stadium in the game. Next up then obviously we've got Queen's Park Rangers Loftus Road. The 18,000 capacity stadium is going to be in there. Theatre of Dreams, nothing new then. This has already been in FIFA before, but it's Old Trafford. They're always going to be in there, the same as Anfield, those kind of, and Emirates. Those kind of stadiums are always going to be in FIFA in my opinion. Selhurst Park then, Crystal Palace, they are going to be in there. Another London stadium which has now found its way into FIFA. And then we have Newcastle. They were already in FIFA. They were already in FIFA 14. They had their stadium in there, but again you're going to be seeing St James's Park. There was talk that it was going to be changing name because of its sponsorship. But next then we have St Mary's, which is Southampton. Whoever's going to be playing for Southampton next year, I don't know, because they've seemed to sold half of their squad. Stadium of Light then, which is Sunderland, which actually has nearly 50,000 capacity, which for a size of Sunderland is absolutely phenomenal. Next then Stamford Bridge, which only has 10,000 less capacity than Sunderland, but nonetheless Stamford Bridge is one hell of a stadium. Always like the look of that one, and I'm not even a Chelsea fan. Next then we've got West Brom Stadium, the Hawthorns, that is going to be in there, which is 26,000. And then next we do have a new team again, which is newly promoted into the Premier League, which is Burnley. They have their stadium in there, which is only just 22,000 seater stadium, but for all those fans, they are going to be super pleased that their stadium is in there. Villa Park then of course, which is Aston Villa, 42,000 from Birmingham. They are going to be, they've found their stadium in there, so those fans are going to be absolutely delighted to see that. And then finally White Hart Lane, as like last year, is also in there. So they are the 20 stadiums that are going to be in FIFA 15. Next then, the last and final thing that I wanted to close this video off with is actually a new feature which EA are going to be releasing into FIFA 15, and that is goal line technology, I beg your pardon. So if there has always been that time on FIFA, I've done it, I'm almost 99% sure you've done it, you've paused FIFA, you've gone into instant replay because you were almost, you were sure the ball crossed the line, you went into instant replay and you actually saw, no, it was sat bang on the line. This is actually a new feature they're going to be including into FIFA 15. It is where it's going to show you, and when the ball goes out of play, it goes into an instant replay, and a quote from EA actually says, replay animation animations will emulate TV broadcasts over close calls and goal line clearances, leaving you in no doubt whether the ball did or didn't cross the line. So that is going to be super awesome in 15. However, the one thing that I was thinking about is FIFA is a game. It's programmed to give a goal. If the ball crosses the line in FIFA 14, it will give a goal. It's a programmed game where it can't, in that area, go wrong. So it's interesting to see whether this is going to you're ever going to see this situation come up in FIFA 15, where it comes up, it shows you a replay, and it actually says, hang on, this should have been a goal. But we haven't actually seen that from EA yet. The only thing we have seen is the screenshot of it saying no goal. But whether it's going to show you the goal is going to be something that I think we're going to have to find out when the game does come out. But anyway, if you are a supporter of a Premier League team, let me know what you think of the looks of your stadium, because you will have seen it, as every single one is included in this here. I think Old Trafford looks absolutely phenomenal, but for me, I think the Emirates looks by far the best stadium, because they have really gone into depth about what it looks like outside of the stadium. But yeah, what looks like your favourite FIFA 15 stadium that is going to be in the Premier League? And I'm going to go with the Emirates. I'm not even an Arsenal fan, but the Emirates looks absolutely outstanding in FIFA 15. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please do leave a like. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about all the new things that are going to be in FIFA 15 in the comment section below. And until the next one, I'll be speaking to us later. Take care.